Hey guys, welcome back to Little Boy Customs. Today we're going to give an update on where we're at with the F100 and what the plans are and actually what's been going on with it. So stay tuned. Alright, so as you can see behind me, the great news is that we now have a brand new cab. And so this is a 1970 cab. It's in pretty decent shape. Top half of it is. As you can see, it's rotted out down here at the bottom. That's not a big deal to us because we're still going to cut this out and use the firewall from the car. And then the floorboards are in pretty bad shape as well. This area right here is a lot worse looking on this one than it was on my original one. But the good news is we're going to build this truck a lot different than what we started building it as. We are going to use the Crown Vic firewall, Crown Vic floor, mainly because this one's all rusted out. But I'm going to attempt to keep this dash and not use the Crown Vic dash. I'm actually going to weld a lot of the holes up on this one and then graft the parts that from the Crown Vic into this dash that I actually want to keep. So, but that's where we're at. It's got minimal rust on the top half, even in the dash area. Not sure if you can see all that, but the cab's in really good shape, and so therefore we're going to use this cab. The lower half of the cab, like I said, is in pretty bad shape. As you can see, it's all rusted out. But the good thing is we usually cut that all off in order to make it work on the Crown Vic. I did get a driver's door, so I will now be using this driver's door. The bad thing is the inside of the driver's door. This part of it is different on a 67 to a 70. This had a handle that you had pulled on instead of a handle much like the one that rolled and the window up and down with. So I will be cutting the inside of this door out and using the other inside of the other door in order to make it all work out. I also got two new fenders. This one here is the driver's fender, which looks 100 times better than the one that I wrecked. And then this one here is the passenger fender, which it does have some pretty bad little dings in it right in here. But I'm going to see if we can't pop that all back out, straighten this fender back up, and make it look better than the one that I had. Also got a new splash guard. That's going to be this piece right here. Mine was completely crushed in the wreck on the passenger side. And that's actually what I cut my leg on whenever I was trying to get the truck back out of the fence. And so I've got this one. I think it'll be good. I also got a new front bumper. I had a front bumper. Mine was chrome. I think this one's in a little bit better shape, and I'm not really sure I want to go chrome front bumper. So, I haven't made up my mind which one I'm going to use yet. Whether it's going to be this one here, I'll paint it, straighten it out a little bit more, or use the one that I already had, which has some wrinkles in it as well. Back inside the shop here, as I said, I am not going to use this dash, I don't think. I'm kind of still in the air about it. I don't necessarily like this dash. What I like is the convenience of what fits into this dash. As far as the way the components all are already made into this dash. The problem is this dash is so much wider sticking out here, which eats up your leg room. And for me, that is uncomfortable to drive the truck. And if I'm going to make this truck my everyday driver, I want something more comfortable to drive in. The other thing I'm going to do is these big bulky seats, which they came out of the Grand Marquis. I'm actually going to take these out. I'm not going to use these anymore either. I've been thinking about some different things, so stay tuned for that. I'm not exactly sure what seats I'm going to use, whether I'm going to go to a wrecking yard and get seats, or a good buddy of mine is a custom seat maker, and I may end up going that route as well. I'm not exactly sure which way I'm going to go yet, so we'll see. As far as mechanically, the truck is running again. There's nothing wrong with it mechanically again. We have went back through the entire system, cleaned it up even more, and it actually is running better than what it was whenever we went out on a test drive. So that's where we're at. So the next things you'll see us do is take the seats out, take the dash back out, take the carpet out, and de-wire the cab, and then that way we can start cutting all of the parts that we welded it in, cut them back out. So that's where we're at. Okay, so covered the inside, covered the new cab, all that's great news. What I've done to the truck so far is whenever I had the wreck, I found out that some of these fuses were blown, the 230 amps here. This one here, and that one right there. For whatever reason, that kept the truck from running anymore. And so I also changed out this 5-way. Changed that out, changed that out, changed that out. The truck started running again. And I've done a little bit more work on the wiring and gotten rid of some of the extra wiring. As you can see, I've already taken the fenders off, took the splash guard off, and took both doors off. So all that's over here. And the splash guard itself is scrapped. As you can see, it's all tore up. I'm sure somebody could fix it, but as cheap as these things are, I'm just going to go ahead and scrap it. Unless, for whatever reason, I do something different with that cab that's on there. I'm not throwing the cab away. I'm actually contemplating on doing some other projects with that cab. Same goes for this fender and that fender there. I'm not throwing them away yet because I have some ideas about either making wall art or something like that out of it. As far as the door is definitely going to be wall art. I'm going to fix it up just a little bit and then paint my logo on it, put it up on the wall. So I'm keeping that. What I was talking about earlier on the inside of the door, is this component right here. So the door is pretty much the exact same on the 70 and 69. The difference is the way the door opens. This here has a handle. You would pull that handle up or down. I can't remember right now. But either way, you would pull it and the door would swing open. On the 70, there is a different style of handle, and you grab a hold of it and pull it out towards the bench seat, and that's how the door would open. So as far as that goes, on this driver's door that I'm holding, I'm going to cut this section here out on both doors and then weld this intersection in onto the other door, or vice versa. Either way. So that's the plan with that. As far as the passenger door goes altogether, we're just going to keep it and roll with it. Also, to let you know, we still need to cut down the bed. Haven't done that yet. So that will be coming up pretty soon. I don't think it's going to take me very long to switch the two cabs out, mainly because I kind of got an idea of what I'm going to do this time. As you can see, for those that voted for this car here to be the next project, it made its way into the shop, and so therefore we will start working on it periodically as well. Got some crazy ideas about what I want to do to this car. It's going to be more of a rat rod style car, not a show car, nothing like that. It will most likely still show the weld marks and that kind of stuff on it. I'm not exactly sure how finished I'm going to make it, but it will definitely be a running, driving, going down the road car whenever I get done with it. I just think it's going to be more rat rod-ish style than anything else. Hopefully very soon, this car here will be out of my way. That is an 04 Monte Carlo, which is not a very desirable car, and I understand that, but that's just kind of some quick cash car for me. I just needed really the front K-member and that engine, transmission, and then the rest of the car is scrap. So that's pretty much what I'm ripping out of this car. It's not going to go into a neat hot rod or nothing like that. I'm literally going to take the engine and use it in a different Monte Carlo in order to get it up and running for a car that has a blown engine in it. So that's not really anything interesting enough to be on YouTube, so I won't be filming that. So if you're wondering why we go between this shop and the other shop, if you notice, the other shop has a really nice floor. So I don't do any welding, cutting, grinding, anything like that inside that shop. I do mechanic work in there, but the floor is really comfortable as far as me walking on it, keeping my back from getting being in pain and that kind of stuff. So I like doing mechanic work in my other shop. This shop here, I do grinding, cutting, welding, all that good stuff. And so because of that, I usually use this shop for that kind of stuff, because the floor is just concrete floor and I don't really care about it so much. Periodically between the truck, the car I just showed you, which is the that car right over there, the 51 Ford, and then the cars at my other shop, we'll continue to work on the 38 Chevrolet Coupe. I'll also, if y'all are interested, show you the other cars that are in my other shop. Most of them, they need little things done to them, maintenance-wise or upgrades or something like that. But I'll show you those as well if y'all are interested in that stuff. If you are, leave me a comment below and let me know what you're interested in seeing, and that's what I'll show you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. And as always, follow me on my Instagram or my Facebook page. Both those links are down below. And if you need to get in contact with me, that link's down below as well. Thanks for watching. Y'all be safe.